Hello guys, and welcome back to more Lyon on the Force 9's YouTube channel. Going to continue the Lyon save today on F1 2015, and we're very nearly there, nearly at the end of the series, and we're looking very, very good. Our last live com was against Evian, I believe. No, I'm wrong. It was against Rennes. It was a 2-2 draw against Rennes. We got a late equaliser when it was 2-2, and we dropped points, and the lead over PSG could have been a point if they had won their game. But they didn't. So PSG are 7 points behind us. There's our results that we had off screen. You've seen them all there. I'll go through them in detail in a bit. So PSG have dropped, quite a few points. So we still have a 7-point lead over PSG with 9 games left. We're also 7 ahead of Marseille, but they have played a game more than us. We're playing on the Sunday here. So I think everyone will be on 30 games after today, and we'll have to actually see who's where. So we are in the driving seat. I think this championship now is ours to lose. 9 games left, 7 points clear. You've got to think, we just got to do what we've been doing all season, and we can do it. Looking at the bottom end of the table, it's still very tight down there. You still got 24s and 25s in the relegation zone, but you go up to maybe 11th before you get anywhere near sort of the guys that are still in trouble, really. I mean, well, 35 is still quite a lot, but I would say, anybody in that bottom half could get relegated, but we'll see. So let's go through the games played off screen. We started off with a win at home against Bastia. Bastia, that's the one. It's not Bastia, really. There's no accent or anything. So this game, 3-1 win. Wasn't a terrible performance, wasn't the best of performances either. Juan Fran, again, man of the match. He's been such a good player. And his average actually went to over 8 after this game, which is fantastic. Ben Yedder got a goal for us, who's unhappy, actually. He was complaining about lack of first-team football, the 27-year-old striker. So I've given him a few games. I probably won't keep him unless he can do something amazing. It's the end of this series anyway, soon. So it doesn't really matter whether we keep him or not. The only reason that I would if I continue the series off screen, or if I ever started streaming, but I just don't have the time to stream as well as do YouTube, so that's not really feasible now anyway. Not at present. So 1-0 lead, and then the second half, Bastia did get an equaliser. Riyad Boudabou with their goal in the 62nd minute. Then, less than 10 minutes later, Nabil Fekir scored a goal. The substitute came on for the disappointing Asensio, who again had another awful game, and he made it 2-1. And then about 10-11 minutes later again, Huntelaar, another substitute who came on for Lacazette, who had a pretty poor game really, converted an 82-minute penalty. So it was a 3-1 win. So there's that one. And then we faced Montpellier, who were a force to be reckoned with in the league, but they've really slipped down the table. They're in 10th place at the moment. They've had some really low finishes in the save, like 14th and 16th as well last season. And their manager is now Laurent Blanc. But Montpellier here. We were 3-0 up in this game. Huntelaar got a very early goal in the 3rd minute, and then he added his second of the game in the second half with a 55th minute penalty. Montpellier playing the second half with 10 men. I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but he was sent off just before half time for a second yellow card. There's both yellow cards coming within a minute of each other, definitely. A 2-0 lead. He added a second in the second half. Lacazette did score another goal in the first half as well, so we had a 2-0 lead in the first half. Not long after the penalty, a minute after the penalty, Montpellier did get a goal back through the defender El Khaoutari. But then we added a 4th goal. Fekir again coming from the bench. Gourcuff, I started in this game just to give me a different option to Asensio. And he didn't do great, Gourcuff. He will almost certainly be leaving at the end of the season. I was trying to offload him in January, try and get some cash for him, but I think if there's a time to cash in on Gourcuff, I think I've missed it. So I think we'll get very little money for him if we do sell him. Fekir came off the bench and added the 4th goal. It was a 4-1 win. Then we moved on to the Champions League, the last 16 against Leverkusen. And while we did get an away goal in this game, in this away leg, we've given ourselves a very tall order for the second leg. We lost 3-1. Leverkusen, first goal came from Stefan. I'm guessing that's Keebling. I don't know how you pronounce that letter in German. I've never studied German ever. I know very few German words. But he got 2 goals in this game. First was in the 19th minute. Our away goal came in the first half. Ben Yedder getting the goal in what was otherwise a pretty poor performance for the French striker. 27th minute. But Leverkusen had a great second half. Julian Brandt scored a direct free kick. And then Keebling added his second of the game. And Leverkusen's third. We've given ourselves a very difficult task for the second leg. We're at home. But we need to win by more than 2. Or win 2-0 to get through on away goals. So it's going to be very difficult. But it can be done. Next game we faced Monaco, who find themselves in 11th place. Another team that should be up there, but has been doing very poorly this save. And we won 5-1 against Monaco. And I was not expecting this at all. They had an awful game, Monaco. Their defenders, I mean, you look at Tisserand and Mbaye, terrible. Their captain Toulon, who I'm surprised is still playing for them. 34 years old. He's been with Monaco for a while now. Actually, not as long as I thought. He was with us. It was with Lyon, of course, for the second half of the noughties, really. But Toulon, he's getting on a bit now, so his performances will be dropping, and he will be declining as a footballer. Sami Khedira got the first goal in this game. He's good with those long-range shots, and this was yet another one. And then, it was just the 1 goal in the first half, but we did actually have a sending off as well. So we went on 5-1 with playing, well, not quite an hour, with 10 men. So even better. Second half, Asensio did score a goal. Much better game for Asensio. He did fantastically in this game. A lot better. Got a goal. And then Fekir got 2 goals in 2 minutes. And then Monaco did pull one back and made it 4-1. Radamel Falcao getting their only goal. And then 3 minutes later, defender Sam Amtiti rose up for a header and made it 5-1. Nice win against Monaco, a team that should be right up there, but they're not. And then the last live com I did was against Cayenne away, and we won this 6-2. So another big performance. And, we were quite far behind on goal difference in the first half of the season, about behind Marseille, who have now really slipped down the league. But they're in third. They haven't really slipped down, but they're in third. And, we have really made up that goal difference. We've had a lot of wins which are 3-0. That seems to be a very common scoreline for us this season, which is fantastic. Scoring 3 goals, that makes up a lot for goal difference. But we actually did go down in this match. Sebastian Fernandez in the second minute gave Cayenne the lead, but 2 minutes later there was an equaliser, and it was an own goal by the defender Thomas Urto. And then 2 minutes later we scored again. We scored for the first time really. Lacazette in the 6th minute. First of 2 goals in this game. Cayenne had a couple of injuries in this game. The first one came very early for Kante, and then late injury to Fode Koita put him down to 10 men for the remainder of the game. So with 6 minutes in, it was 2-1. Dino Halilovic scored a goal then to make it 3-1 in the 11th minute. A great performance. And going forward, attacking wise, this was fantastic performance. Really, really good. And then Grenier added one of his trademark direct free kicks, 23rd minute, to make it 4-1. And then Ben Yedder converted a penalty to make it 5-1. And we're not even at half time, and it's 5-1. And you think, we could get maybe an 8-1 or a 9-1. But that wasn't to be. Cayenne did pull back a goal to 5-2. Fode Koita with that goal before he got injured late in the game. And then Lacazette added the second of the game in the 68th minute, about halfway through the second half, and made it 6-2, and that's how it ended. So, all-round good performance. Couldn't have been much better, really. Just a bit annoyed to have conceded those 2 goals, especially that early one. That was a pain. But today's game, we're against PSG, and we're at home. So we can extend this lead to 10 today if we beat PSG, which is fantastic. We're doing so well, and I'm really proud of the team. It's been really, really good. So let's hope we can get a win here today and extend that lead and really take a big step towards winning the title for the first time since 2008. Where they won it for the 7th time in a row. Haven't won it since, though. They've been there and thereabouts, third, second, third, fourth, third, fifth. And then this save, we finished fourth in our first season, and then we were runners-up for 2 seasons. So let's go into today's game. There's nothing else of note to talk about off screen. I don't think we have any injuries. Actually, I think we have a clean bill of health, which is remarkable. Actually, yeah, I don't think we actually have any injuries. We do not. We've got a clean bill of health. Great. Only other thing to talk about is that we do have a youth intake. Not a great youth intake, if I'm honest, though. It was a pretty poor one, actually. We had Marconi, who was a 5-star player, potentially. Main Piers on the left of midfield, but he can play anywhere along the attacking midfield line, really. But he's a 5-star player. We had a couple of 4.5-star players, but apart from that, they're all 3s and 2s and 1s. So a bit of a disappointing youth intake, really. We've only got a couple of players that could, in the next 10 years or so, become like proper class team players, key players. So yeah, but we've had some really good youth intakes, so I think it's probably about time we did actually have a pretty crap one. Never mind. So let's go to the team selection. I've already picked this beforehand, but I'm actually going to change it now. We're going to put on Dino Halilovic after the amazing game he had against Cayenne. And yeah, that is going to be our team for today. So Tony Lopez in goal. Shenikov and Juan Fran have become our first choice fullbacks. And then that has pretty much relegated Nika to... Well, he's not even on the bench today. We've got Bojan Djokic on the bench. The youngster Hamza Yilmaz on the bench, central defender. Tolisso, as he can come off Gonalon if he needs to. He's also a makeshift right back. Fekir and Asensio. January signing Adrien Rabiot and Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Excuse me, I just knocked my microphone there. So yeah, the starting 11: Lopez, Shenikov, Umtiti, Kone, Juan Fran, Gonalon, Grenier, Kadira, Halilovic, Ben Yedder, and Lacazette. And let's submit that team. And the narrow diamond has worked so well for us this season. It's the only formation we've used. This is the only tactic we've used all season. Our approach will be the best that could win us the match. I will actually have a quick look at their lineup. So Sirigu in goal, Taliafico, Laporte, Thiago Silva, and Mario Fernandes. Fernando, David Luiz, James Ward-Prowse. That's a interesting signing by PSG. How much did they pay for him? 26.5 million for James Ward-Prowse, who is at this time 23. He's got 26 England caps and 4 goals. So it looks like this player is great. Ward-Prowse looks like he's done really well. Out wide, they've got Lialic. Probably, I think I just said that wrong. And Lucas Moura. And Edinson Cavani still plays for PSG. 31 years old now. And he's still playing there. He's still a prominent player for them. He's got 21 goals last season. He's got 11 league goals so far this season. Real leading player there. On the bench, few players here: Bernardo Silva, Piszczek, Hamzik, Rodrigo Florenzi, Jimenez, and Anne. They've got a player called Anne on the subs bench. So I was expecting if he ever plays to loud Ireland. Anyway, let's go on with the game. I'll stop doing the little Britain impressions. And we'll start the game. It's PSG that kicked off, but they will run off the pitch straight away with a throw-in. 5 minutes in, they've had a shot, but it was a half chance. And now they've had a yellow card. And no highlights yet, really. Well, at all. But PSG have one here. Ward-Prowse with a free kick. It's headed away by Shenikov, and Halilovic is going to break here. And he's only got one player in the goalkeeper to go past. He goes past the player, and he was dispossessed. It wasn't a foul. Wasn't sure if it should have been or not. It's very hard to tell with this 2D classic, but it's the only way the game can run smooth, really. If we keep it on a 3D camera, then the game will just be really, really slow. That was a poor pass, and Kone did not chase it down, and Lialic is in on goal here. And he's hit the side netting. How'd you do that? Wow, that was a bit of a reprieve there. Bakary Kone, the pass was poor at the start, but Kone nodded off and didn't really go for it. And that's the first highlight in the match, really. 27 minutes in, and we have a highlight here. And Juan Fran passes to Grenier. Here's Lacazette. Gets into the box. Can he get a shot away or a cross? Juan Fran. Halilovic with a header. Good header. Good goal. 29th minute. And we have Elite. Halilovic hasn't played as many games this season. He's broken through really in the second half with Gorkov being pretty much dropped from the team. And Asensio once again in poor form. save for a couple of games. Halilovic has kind of become our first choice guy in the hole, because Fekir can play further up now. He's become a striker, really, Fekir, like a Trequartista striker. So Dino Halilovic has been playing a few more games. In fact, first half of the season, he rarely made the bench. 35 minutes in, we have the 1-goal lead, and as it stands, we'll be 10 points clear, but there's still a lot of this game left to go. 40 minutes played now. Can we last the end of the half with a 1-goal lead? Got a couple of yellow cards in defence, and Khedira has now picked up a knock. I don't know if he's actually going to be fit to continue. I'll keep going with him for a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Let's get on with the second half. I'm going to switch to a more structured shape. See if that helps us out. See if we can double our lead. Here's Wissam Ben Yedder. Passes to Juan Fran, and that's the end of that early highlight. Strikers haven't done very well. Halilovic has that only goal, but the strikers, well, haven't had a lot to do with it. We've only had 4 shots all game. Shelikov with a throw in here. And here's Halilovic and I was expecting that to be a good goal by Khedira, but he shot it over. Very good power shot, Khedira, but he didn't get that one on target. Kone with a header away. He's found Clement Grenier. Lacazette is in here. Can he get a cross in? No, he's dispossessed. Here's Laporte. Finds Lucas Moura. Cavani. Loses that to Gonalon, the anchorman doing his job there. Gonalon passes it forward to Lacazette. He's got Juan Fran out right. Doesn't find him though. He loses out to Ward-Prowse. Here's Lialic. I don't know how to say that. I'm saying Lialic for now. Someone correct me if I'm saying it wrong if you know. Dino Halilovic. Can he get a through ball to Ben Yedder? He's got him. And Ben Yedder shoots wide. I'm taking him off. He's had a poor game. Well, just so is Lacazette. But I'm going to bring on Fekir for Ben Yedder. Change him to Trequartista. And we'll leave it at that for now. I know, I lie. I'm also going to bring off Khedira. And we'll bring on Rabiot. Trequartista. And we'll confirm those 2 changes. Khedira, I hope he doesn't miss game time from that, because he's been a fantastic player for us. Ratings don't really tell the whole story with Khedira's job. He's done very, very well. Got a few goals this season. He's got, as I said, he's got a very good power strike. We've got a corner here. See if we can make something of this. Maybe double our lead. Juan Fran will take it. Kone with a header. We do double our lead. Bakary Kone with his 5th goal of the season, and I think they've all been headers. They've all been from set pieces. That's for sure. I think one of them might have been like a rebound or something. But our 2 centre halves, Kone and Umtiti, have got a fair few goals between them in this save. I mean, Umtiti got double figures one year. Halfway through the second half, we've got a 2-0 lead. We've got one more change to make. I don't want to make it just yet. We've got a while to go yet, and I don't want to make it and then get an injury. Juan Fran, another 9.0. 85 minutes now. I'm going to make that last change. I'm going to bring on Tolisso for Gonalon, and we'll leave it at that. I'm just going to change it to defensive, just to see if we can just see out the 2-0 win and take it. And that should be great. Marseille have actually overtaken PSG now. Umtiti's now typical. Grenier with a free kick, corner kick rather. Oh, Dino Halilovic. That is a fantastic effort, and he's scored with a goal. 90th minute, we've got a 3-0 lead. Paris Saint-Germain, what? Paris Saint-Germain are unbeaten in 23, and we've just beaten 3-0. Look at this. What a goal that is. Left-footed strike. That's fantastic. Dino Halilovic, the 18-year-old attacking midfielder, signed on a free transfer right at the start of the save. And he's turned into, well, I wouldn't say he's turned into a world-class player. He's had some great performances. When we signed him, he was a 5-star player. Well, 5-star potential player. Now I think he's about 3.5, but he's had some great performances, and that's another one there. 2 goals in the game. Very happy result, and we're happy with the way they played. And we are 10 points clear at the top of the league with 8 games to go. Do you know, it gives me goosebumps. We're going to do it. It's going to happen this time. I know it is. It's going to happen. That is a fantastic performance against a PSG team that apparently have not lost in 23 games. Let me have a look at their fixtures. Wow. So the last time they lost in the league was... Wow. Oh, my God. Back in September? That's insane. They haven't lost since the 16th of September in the league. They've had a lot of draws. And recently as well. I mean, just a lot of draws. They had a 6-4 win against Nice there. I remember seeing that. Wow. That's fantastic. That's a great performance. I'm happy with that. I'm so happy. Fans jubilant. Yep. Team are doing so well. Terrific performance. Absolutely. Halilovic got 2 goals, 9 rating, 83% pass completion rate, 100% of tackles won. Probably didn't make that many though. He's a playmaker. He's not a ball-winning midfielder. Wow. This is mental. 5 matches, 1 in a row. We're unbeaten in about 12 now, I think, in the league. And it looks like we're closing in on the league title. And, well, what I said at the start of the season, 4th time's a charm. Looks like it might be. So next live con will be either Met or Dijon. We've got Champions League games to contest as well, but it depends if we can get through Leverkusen. As I said, very difficult to overcome a 3-1 deficit. Well, yeah, to overcome a 2-goal deficit. We're playing at home. It's going to be hard. And, I was thinking of doing it live, but I will not be doing it live because it would be too long a video otherwise. So, we'll see where we go next. What I might do is go straight... No, forget it. No, what I'll do is I will play either the Met or Dijon game live. And then... Well, maybe by the time we get to Marseille and Saint-Germain, we'll already be champions. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have a think about it. I'll let you know in due course. I've got a Twitter, so hit me up on that if you're interested in seeing what I'm going to do next. What I might do is what I've done in previous FMs, well, last year's anyway, on my other YouTube channel. The last few games, I did live the one where we could have won the title, and then the other ones would be pretty irrelevant really. But the last ones are Marseille and Saint-Etienne, so I feel like I started to play them, and there'll be like a save finale. So that'll be that. But yeah, right. I'm gonna stop talking now because I've been recording for 23 minutes, and that's about the maximum really. I don't want to make these videos longer than 25 unless they're a double live com. So yeah. But that's going to do it for today. I'm excited. Next time we could be winning the league. We'll see. So yeah, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.